lightning, twice as frightening. Headed on to Houston in the middle of the night. Hear the bus die, rub my red eyes, praying I could catch my flight.
Hey, you guys. Welcome to a special New Year's Eve edition of Fast.Hard.Finish. Finish to 2020, light it on fire and throw it out the window. We're done. We've had enough. And on the East Coast, we're counting you down the final 39 minutes of the worst year in the history of years. And all written and recorded history carved into stone tablets and cave walls. There's never been a worse year. The Mayans could have never foretold because they thought we'd be dead by now.
I heard that the Mayans got it wrong and it wasn't 2012, it was 2020. They inverted the numbers. So, go figure.
It was a dyslexic Mayan that said it was 2021 or something. I don't know. But I think we're way ahead.
No, we are. Well, welcome to the Fast Hard Finish. I'm Scott Simpson, Nimble W Numbers. This is my man, Bo_Mick Big Time on Twitter. We're here to bring in the new year and also to say fuck you to 2020.
Bye.
But here's the thing that's great is that even though you get some there's an old story about the rose that grew out of the sidewalk chalk. The sidewalk, you got the broken part of the city where the earth has been covered by the concrete, and then a rose blooms through. There's a lot of great personal stories of 2020 that I would like to kind of keep in my heart, relating to people, learning about different people, getting to be friends with you, Bo, particularly has been a great, amazing thing. And it's one of the few redeeming qualities of this really shitty year, to be honest. But if I can get out of it alive and with a good friend who I appreciate and who's made my life better by far, I'll take it. Fucking take it.
Who is that?
As you. Get out of here, Bo McBig Time.
Yeah, likewise, ditto. All the things. I mean, you don't ever think that you're gonna meet new friends online in a COVID year. But this has been the year of meeting new people in different places that might not be from in your neighborhood or even in your state or in the same time zone. It's something completely unique, and it's been very fulfilling because I've been able to do what I love, which is to write, and it's been a great year for new beginnings, and 2021 should be a continuation of that.
Yeah. Speaking of new beginnings, every week your DFS New Beginnings article really does set the tone. I would just want to say I love each week that you kind of go through the players and you riffle-raffle them. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, is that each week Bo goes with a preview where he talks about players that kind of underperformed last week, they're going to bounce back, then players that were kind of hot the week before, they're going to fade. And for me, I need to get that pertinent information. It's kind of been the baseline that I go to each week. And this week, week 17, more vital than ever to check out Bo's game script theory and kind of where players are playing and what they care about. So this is show really isn't about DFS tonight. It's about the new year. It's about kind of talking about what's gone past and how we feel. But you should still seriously check out Bo's work over at nimblewnumbers.com/Bo/no or -knows-DFS, or just go to nimblewnumbers/Bo. Fastest way to get there, and you're going to get the truth. Yeah, it works. Bo is the man. And what I love about him is his head-to-head record this year is in the 80th percentile. That's good. That's fucking good. Mine is in like the 47th percentile. And the worst part is that each week I go against Bo. What I need to do is I need to go against Bo, and then I need to take Bo's lineup. I need to go against everybody else. But I'm just been mostly going against Bo. But next year I'm going to learn. And I got to tell you, I have been learning. I'm going to continue to learn. So shout out Bo McBig Time. If you don't know this guy, he's a Renaissance man. He's a brilliant person in general. He helps people. He gets people hearing the world around them better, and then he gives them the sight to see the DFS script. He's the man, I gotta tell you. And if you're in the mood for a hot box tasting, oh my gosh, I've been. But the other night I had a whole bottle. I opened it and I just started pouring it on those pretzel crisps from Costco, the blue bag.
Oh yeah, those are good.
and then this cheese on top. I was like just grating cheese on my hand with pretzels in my hand.
You shouldn't eat your hand, Scott. You shouldn't eat your hand.
I was like, I'm a pig. I don't care. This is the best shit ever. And if you ever had Bo's, it's addicting as fuck. So shout out Bowman Big Time. Love you, brother. 2020 was terrible.
That's another new beginning in 2020 that was spawned. Where, I mean, it's been rough on everybody. It's been rough on my family. Everybody around me has had some kind of change happen to the negative. And like you said, the rose through the crack in the sidewalk is those little stories that you can tell about 2020 that are kind of woven in the negative fabric. It's what kind of gets us waking up and going to start another day. And 2021 should have more positive days. It's going to come down to if we can find that silver lining, and there wasn't much in 2020, but man, I'm kind of excited to get it started.
Yeah, if anything, I'm just excited to turn the page in a new year and a new beginning, and we all need fresh hope. Every day we need fresh hope, and what's cool about the fantasy community is that they have, for the last year, been holding me up, propping me up. And, last year was when I found out about London. It was January 9th. So we're about, 10 days away from the anniversary of me finding out. We knew something was wrong. We've been searching for her cure for a long time, whatever it was. She'd had blood tests. She'd had x-rays. She had several tests, and they had not found it, which is very disheartening, honestly. If you think about the medical situation we're all in, that repeated looking, I thought it was what it was. I thought it was cancer. And I kept telling them to look for it. And it was frustrating on my end because I'm just like, do it. That's how my thought is what are you doing? And they didn't figure it out. But it's been a year since then. And it's crazy that all of the things happened in this year, aside from my own experiences. Just collectively, we've had a tough year. And I'm grateful for people in that year who, they were going through hard things too, and they were sharing what they were going through. And so we were able to therapeutically process it together and say,
it's the sharing that counts. And what I just thought of is, like, think of all the New Year's Eves in past years where we were scoffing at the cliches. Oh, new year, new me, new bright beginnings. No, that shit's coming to full heart this year. Like, we're all taking it seriously. It's not a cliche this year. We all need a kind of a restart, Yeah. It's going to be ever important to take the theme song of New Year's Eve to heart. When that ball drops and the confetti drops and they're playing the song. Yeah, listen to the lyrics. They mean something this year.
Oh yeah, they do. And I think everybody means something this year. And I think, we're going to have people on today. I'm dropping the link in the chat if people want to jump in. Different people, I'm welcoming them in today. Tonight really is just a reflection on this past year and a thank you to everybody who's been in our lives. Honestly, I mean, that's really what it's about, is being able to say thank you for sharing in this experience. That's been a hard year. You've been with us, and we're not alone. We're together, and that makes us feel a lot better than we're experiencing this by ourselves. If we had to do this by ourselves, it would just be much, much worse. And so thank you, everybody. We love you. Like, seriously, genuinely. And me and Bo are speaking from the heart. We're just so grateful for every single person that has reached out, said anything kind to us, or even challenged our thinking, even said something like, that's not a good call this week. We don't like that. And then let's talk about why. So thank you, everybody. You're great. And cheers to you. And let's shake 2020 off. Let's crush 2021. Let's win. Let's win. And by winning, that means let's build community, honestly.
And Duff, his order did get busted in the mail, or they stole it. I'm not sure, but we're gonna work out getting his order out on Monday. So rest assured, Brad, Duff, you are going to have your hot box and Smoke Shack delivered post haste.
When Bo sent me a box one time, I had like 20 in there. I think 3 got busted up. It just happened. It's hard to contain that much hot sauce. It's fucking fire, So, by the way, welcome Jason Sarney. He's working with the Fantasy Astronauts. He's from the Fin Maniac. He's crushing it across Dolphins Twitter. But he's one of my best friends. And I want to say welcome to the Fast.Hard.Finish. Bo, I don't know if you and Jason have hit it off yet, but this is Bo. This is Jason. Welcome, guys.
Not
Thanks
face
for
to
having me,
face until
Scott.
now.
Bo, obviously, this is the first time I'm actually meeting you on a live feed, but I love your stuff on Twitter, love your videos, so it's a pleasure really hanging out with you, man. Happy New Year.
Same to you, Jason. Glad to have you on the Fast.Hard.Finish.
Yeah, every single week we finish the week fast and hard, and what that means is we kind of just process and just dump everything that we've gone through. And so feel free to share any experience on the Fast Hard Finish that kind of was intrinsic to your experience this week. Honestly, that's kind of how it goes. And so, you know, we don't have a game script. We don't have a show sheet. We just shoot the shit, and that's you know how we do it. So you know, welcome and cheers. What are you drinking, by the way, tonight? What do you got there?
Bo, you start. I'm going to the next beer.
I got Gatorade lemon lime, but I also have a nice pour of special occasion bourbon, Blanton's, the best.
But when you drink the Blantons, I'll drink the Balvenie, and you know, let me know. I've got beer. I'm ready. I'm double fisting, and between you guys and me, and you guys know me, I'm quadruple fisting.
We would expect nothing short of that.
No, yeah. So I just gotta say, here's what's cool. And Jason, I was just before you came on, I was just talking about how much I love Bo and how amazing Bo is. Of course, same thing with you, man. It's just so cool to meet people who love fantasy football. They love football. They care about all these things you care about. They care about, like, you know, the little inch between the yardage marker and the football when they pull the yardage marker out and they go boom. You're like, they care about that. Those are the people that you want to be your people in football, people who give it their all. And so you're part of that crew too, man. You've been a football fan for, you know, thousands of years, and you know,
Dang, he's not that old.
Yeah. I'm closing in. I'm like, you know, the 1,000-year-old man. It's like
he's an old soul. Jason's an old soul, man. I gotta tell you,
looks great. Looks great.
Thank you, man. I'm a little disheveled right now. A couple of drinks, New Year's Eve. The kids are still up, so I'm on the cell phone, not on the computer. So you have to pardon any kind of low voice, but you know, working with what you got.
My house is always a noisy distraction, so I don't. It's gonna happen. But we're on the West Coast, so it's only 8:30 right now, and we used to be able to get away with the East Coast ball drop and call it good bedtime. Let's get to go, and then now she's fully dead set on staying up to midnight tonight, and I know she can do it. I don't know if I can do it, but she will.
At this point, you don't even
passing out around 9:30, 10 o'clock the last 3 nights, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just feeling like I just like have to go to sleep, and I like last night passed out at 10:30, I think, and it was just, like, I don't, something wrong. I guess I'm just feeling tired, but I think I'll make it tonight. I'm gonna power through.
Push through. Power through.
Yeah,
I'll definitely make it to 9 o'clock Pacific.
Well, that's not very long. How long until the new year? We're like 26 minutes away, so we're not very far.
I have 3 hours and 26 minutes away.
Yeah, I mean, it's each year it's one of those things where you're watching the ball drop and you're just like, is this real life? Like, yeah, no, it is. It's happening again, you know. And I'm glad it's happening again. I'm excited it's happening again because it means I'm not dead. So, you know, cheers to not being dead 2020.
Hey, we're all on our way out. Act accordingly.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
And order some hot box.
And so, you should. I'm going to go start drinking some hot box.
Hotbox Batch. Hotboxbatch.com.
No, it's social. Jason, are you a hot spice guy? Where were you at in the spice spectrum?
If there was a 1 to 10 range, I'm like a 3 to a 4. I got like the acid reflux. I got a low. Yeah. I like the taste, but I got to be careful. I don't do it in moderation.
I've been eating straight fire for just like months.
Well, makes sense. You spit fire, so you know.
He sent me a non-context picture yesterday of him crying, and I was like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And then underneath it says, "I'm literally eating all the hot box all at once." I thought there was something wrong with him. Turns out he's just being Scott.
Just normal. It's just because it's
Wednesday. it's just me, man. I really get down with the sauce, and once I start eating it, it's so hot that I have to keep eating it, or bad things happen. So the more you eat,
some people have crack and heroin. He's got hot box. It's chasing the dragon means he's going to keep putting more hot sauce on his tongue.
You pick your poison.
Every single fucking day, my wife is like, "Why are you running to the bathroom?" I'm just like, "Guys, shut up,
Morty! You never buy me flowers anymore."
Oh, yeah, no, it's a good thing though. My body's very regular now, and here's the thing too: it's an appetite suppressant. Look how much weight I've lost, and by that I mean just check me out. I mean. That's just
you're looking svelte.
No, thank you. Yeah,
you didn't. Yeah, you didn't lose it in body hair, but it definitely looks trimmer.
I didn't lose it in weight either. Now I'm fatter than I've ever been. So it's it is what it is. Not really. Honestly, I was 333 pounds. Shout out that fat fucker back in 2003 or whatever it was. You can go to hell, you son of a bitch. And you did. I went down to 204. So I could trick my wife into marrying me, and it worked like a charm. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, guys, if you're out there, you want to lose a little bit of weight just so you can trick a girl for 1 year or 2 years of your life, then the next 15 years, you can do whatever you want. That's the Scott Simpson plan right there. Yeah. Don't tell my wife I said that. She will murder me again.
She's obviously very tolerant.
No, she hates my guts.
That's
she's traditional, and she
that's the italicized note next to wife definition.
Right? Yeah. I would say that honestly, men, love your wives. That's the most important thing. No, all jokes aside, this beard is just an homage to my own self-pity. And my dad, growing up, had a nice man beard down to like right about here, right about this level. And I always wanted to be better than my dad and everything. And so I recently showed my dad my beard, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, what do you think?" He's like, "I've never grown a beard as big as that, Scott." And I just said, "Thank you, Scott," because it's my dad's
victory.
I just said, "Oh yeah, in your face."
The son becomes the father becomes the son.
The one little tiny sperm that broke through is now overcome. Check the shit out. This sperm's got a bigger beard than you.
It's a big day.
It was a great day, and I respect my dad immensely as the hardworking, blue-collar, never graduated high school man he is to put 6 kids through life and provide in America. God bless him. He's an amazing man, but he never had a fucking beard like this. So,
You know what the beard reminds me of, if you don't mind me saying?
Anything.
It's a man that I happen to idolize. You look like Ryan Fitzpatrick a little bit.
He's never heard that once.
I've been thinking about that lately. It's coming to my attention that this Ryan Fitzmagic character looks a little bit like your boy.
You being my boy.
How old is he, by the way?
38.
Oh yes, a younger version of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Is
he went to Harvard?
He did. Well, yes. Sounds like a man after my own character. Is he good looking, energetic, ebullient in his nature?
Absolutely. And I can tell you, he's been a quarterback for 25% of the teams in the NFL. And for about 12% of those teams, he did not have facial hair. And he was a very good looking man pre-facial hair.
Ooh.
So I can only imagine.
That's where the comparisons end.
Well, you said it, I didn't, Bo.
No, Bo.
I'll always say it.
I don't want to break. I know right now I look like the fat Jewish. Honestly, no offense, fat Jewish.
None taken.
Yes, but I will tell you, Bo. Last year on my birthday, and I can show you what I look like. It's not that long ago. I was looking like the man, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. That is me. That guy right there is me. And that was on my birthday, 2019 or 2020 or 2019. So I know what I can get back to. I know what I've got before me. I can do it again.
You're like a striking Gerard Butler.
Yeah. By striking Gerard Butler, you mean a fat bastard who looks like Russell Crowe ate Gerard Butler? Yes.
That's what I was going with. Yeah, it's like the 300 met the Gladiator met like the Blob.
like met a Subway sandwich Jared on the way to prison and ate him. Yeah.
Off Jared. Off Jared.
Oh, no Jared jokes.
No Jared jokes.
It's always too soon.
Oh, really? 2020 for fucking Jared?
Isn't that the greatest long-running joke ever? If you just drop it too soon, you gotta get a laugh.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. Hey, fuck Jared from Subway, everybody. 2020.
Seriously. If 2020 had a spokesperson. With a
Bo, that's a tweet. If 2020, hold on. Let me. I've got to get a picture of
I
Jared.
used to weigh 426 pounds, and from a lot of walking and drinking lots of water and eating a foot long every day, I got to where I am today. Like, what else?
That's brilliant.
I'm gonna tweet that out there. Now I just gotta find a picture of him where he's not in prison.
The prison pic might actually work better. It might get you more retweets.
Right. It might.
The Jared mugshot it's all time.
Never saw it.
Oh well, you're about to. Yeah, we're gonna find that Jared Fogle mugshot.
Oh boy,
it's not.
I don't think I've ever had a Subway sandwich since that news, and obviously with Bill Belichick being the new spokesperson, I can't bring myself to do it. So Subway's lost my business forever.
Yeah, they lost my business when I realized that there's about 5 competitors that make better sandwiches.
That's a good point too. Have you ever seen how they make their tuna fish?
I don't want to. No.
It's like powder.
Probably.
Like
yeah,
water and powder.
Yeah, kind of like Taco Bell's beef.
I'm not finding the picture of that guy, so the joke is dying, unfortunately.
That's okay.
Yeah, I know, but whatever.
Like this year is.
It's a good joke, though. I think it's a really good joke.
2020 is a fading joke, too.
2020 is a massive joke. Thank God it's almost over.
2020 has tiny, tiny hands. Like really
tiny, minuscule.
Yeah, like he can't hold on to anything, like anything. Just
you gotta do
really...
the subliminal white power that he likes to do.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he does that. He likes to do that.
We're having a good time over here, China.
That's not bad. Not bad, Bo.
But you gotta push your lips a little bit more.
I like it.
You gotta be a little more hateful in your heart, Bo. You're too kind. That's the problem.
What do you mean? I'm full of love and harmony of all the people.
I don't believe a word of that. No, never. Not at all. Yeah, not at all.
I'm very jealous of the fire you got going behind you, Scott. Is that an authentic fire?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is I built it myself.
He cut down the juniper himself and sawed it off by hand.
I went to the hair
to the edges
the
with
wood,
his teeth.
And and then I burned it with my gaze.
It's really. I mean, the sweater is something that I love to look at, but my eyes are just drawn by the flame and the fire.
I think it's all about a mood. And the mood that I set in my house is, please break in. I won't kill you. But seriously.
How awesome is it to have the house to yourself right now?
Man, I don't even want to lie to you guys. I went upstairs to the top level and I just shut all the doors. And I just said, no one's opening you for the next 3 days.
No.
And very cathartic. I really loved shutting
that weird echo off the furniture and the walls, like when you talk to yourself. Like you get
No,
that reverb. Like you don't notice it when there's other people around.
If I was in the mid-level, then it would impact me because there's wood floors up there. Because I'm in the basement. I'm just kind of in the cave. And I do shit where I turn the music up to old man levels loud. And then just pump all the fucking time. Hello! There's a fire alarm going off. I can't hear you. I've been jamming to, what is it? Oh, Pearl Jam, right?
Yeah,
So shit like that happens. But what are you gonna do?
I know all about that.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, under here. What are you gonna do?
I'm taking you guys roaming right now to make sure I'm not in any earshot of the kids that are hopefully sleeping. So I'm trying to move around and not get yelled at before the new year. No more yelled at in 2020. That's a goal for the next what?
That's a good goal, bro.
I got 14 more minutes.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen to me, and I know it's gonna happen to me because I'm over 3 hours away still.
Well, if this was a prop bet right now, I'd be going off at around minus 400 to get yelled at in the next 14 minutes.
Easy.
Yeah.
I'd be smashing that, even if I'm not gaining much out of it. Smashing that.
Now,
if
you see my eyes like go like that or my heart drop, it's because I get the text message saying, "Jay, shut up." So
I got one of those. I got one of those a few minutes ago.
Yeah. So this is like what you call. I'm gonna allow you guys to talk. This is like a run out the clock situation for me right now. Like a run
off, and you're just kind of dribbling around, and
like, see, I can control your volume, but sometimes I can't control the volume of my voice. So
I'm wearing these noise canceling headphones. I know I'm shouting. Like my voice carries anyway.
What part of California?
I get this baritone that just carries through walls and across the neighborhood, and my wife is like, "Why are you so loud?" I'm like, I'm trained, like I'm a hearing specialist. I'm trained to be loud, clear, and concise, and at a moderate tempo, so everybody can hear me and they can all understand me.
Well, you're coming in crisp and beautiful on my end, and I know we're on different sides of the country, so
the Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Well, I'm gonna say, Bo, I have never been told to be quiet ever in my whole life because I'm a quiet, demure, humble, never loud, never aggressive person.
Did you say manure?
I did. I said, did you step in the bullshit I was just spewing? No, my wife will regularly say stuff like, be quiet. And then I'll say, I'm not talking. She's like, you were thinking about talking. I'm like, you got me.
Those are dangerous thoughts.
Those
are dangerous thoughts.
Rent free.
Yeah, and but here's the cool part. I'm at my house and no one has told me to be quiet for the last 10 hours or so. I just slept in the middle of the day. It was beautiful. I just laid down. The next thing you know, it was later. And no one came down and looked at me and went, "Oh, really? That's what you're gonna do?" Right? You decided out of all the things you could do that you're gonna just lose consciousness for the next 30 to 40, 50 minutes. Who knows? I don't even know how fucking long I slept. I don't know what happened. I just know I closed my phone. I went like this.
Hey, I'll bet you a buffalo nickel that if you listen close enough, you could hear Cappuccino and Princess Sparkles telling you to shut the fuck up.
Those bitches, they haven't been fed yet. I've not fed them on New Year's Eve. And I have no special treats except a pomegranate. And so what I'll do is I will slice the pomegranate up later, and I will give them about 15 to 20 little pieces of the pomegranate, and they will love me forever. They love these little pomegranate seeds. And by the way, if you don't love pomegranates, it's just because you can't process them, because really they're really good to eat. Like the taste wise, they're ridiculous. They're like next level fruit. Honestly, gotta say that they're hard to get into, but once you get there, it's worth it. So,
did you know what those seeds were called?
I did not. I've got no clue. Please educate me, good sir.
The pomegranate seeds are called arils. A-R-I-L-S. Arils. And I had a pomegranate tree growing up, so you learn how to carve them. Learn to carve them up so they don't. Like, what's that?
The crown of the pomegranate is the Star of David.
Oh, that makes sense.
Flatten it with your thumb, and there's 6 triangles. It's the Star of David.
Yeah, and the best way to cut it open so it doesn't spew juice everywhere is to cut a pentagon around that star, and then take the star off in the pentagon shape, and then cut slices down the corners of that pentagon so it breaks apart.
What is that?
This is apparently what people in the New Year's celebration like
Univision.
This is a real thing?
This is happening right now.
Wait a second.
Down.
Feliz Año Nuevo de Univision in Nueva York.
This is like actually a thing?
This is happening right this second, but it's not. It's on. If you want to know, it's not just Univision. This is the New York. This is like the official Times Square. You know, they want you to jiggle that ass. Jiggle that ass.
2021.
Come on, shake that. Shake that. Women's live. Shake that. I mean, I honestly, I got girls. If my girls are doing that, I would say, you're not celebrating. You're not.
This is the kind of thing that parents all over the country are saying, I wish I didn't let my kids stay up for this.
Right. Listen, I love women's lib, and if you can liberate yourself all over me if you want, but just do it behind a paywall, please.
My Lord.
I mean, that just, if 2020 has taught me anything, it's put it behind a paywall.
Exactly right.
I've never been so glad to have all my cards maxed out.
Jeez Louise. Well, speaking of maxed out, gentlemen, and I see that we have about 8 minutes of time. This is the time to leave the casino up, not yelled at. I got 8 minutes to go with the rest of the year. But Scott, Bo, I just want to say I love you both. I'm really happy to have had these couple of minutes talking just life with you. That's what we did. We basically talked life and Subway. Yeah. And I enjoyed it immensely. And I wish you guys the best of luck in your week.
Thanks for hopping on,
and
Sonny.
I gotta not get yelled at for the rest of the year.
Good
Love
call.
it, man. Thank you, brother. Thanks for jumping in.
Thank you for having me, guys. Have a great,
Happy New Year.
happy and healthy New Year. Love you both. Be well, guys.
From the fat Jewish to you.
From the skinny Jewish right back at you. Love you, dudes. Take care.
Oh man, that guy's the man. Ooh, this is just Twitter right now. It's just pop-a-lopping. You know.
Yeah, we're going to be wrapping the show up soon after the New Year runs here, and it's going to be fun. What else do you want to talk about for 7 minutes?
You know, I'll tell you what I want to talk about for 7 minutes. I want to talk about political. No, I'm teasing. No, nothing political. What has been honestly in your daily, every day? What is something that you're thankful for that you, whether it's a process, a tool, a reading, implement, anything in your day that you go, I like this. This is maybe new to 2019 that I want to kind of bring with me in 2020. And not that you have to start doing something new, just something that you like to do now that is a winner.
I like to just go over the numbers. I like to look at trends. I mean, I kind of have an eye for the patterns and numbers, and so that's mostly what I'm grateful for, is being able to look at the numbers over any time frame and be able to develop a pattern in my brain and kind of tell myself, okay, what are the odds that this continues, or what are the odds that this stops? And that's kind of what I've been banking on, is my preview article that you discussed earlier. It's just all about trying to find out who is overvalued from the week before, and then who's undervalued from the week before if they didn't have such a good week. And that's kind of the trend. You're trying to look for patterns in data and looking for patterns in game plans. Like I watch a lot of tape. I'm more of a tape guy than an analytics guy anyway. I like to watch all the games again, kind of watch highlights, see what the teams are doing. And so I my favorite resource is just kind of watching the games again, like rewatching games and trying to figure out, trying to get inside the coach's mind and say, okay, if they're facing a team like they're facing the next week, what kind of game plan are they going to have? And so for me, that's it. It's watching tape and trying to figure out trends based on, if I look at the data and I can kind of see the pattern and then watch the tape and kind of weave it all together. I mean, that's kind of my process. And then after that, it's just writing from the heart, just saying, hey, my opening paragraphs are going to be something that I'm feeling, I'm thinking about. And today's article is all about just saying good riddance to 2020 and all the shit that people have been taking all year and leaving it in the rear view in flames.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I love that message too. All of the bad stuff that we've gone through this year, please just let's leave it. And some things you can, some things you can't. I can't leave my family and the bad experiences that we've had over the year with my daughter's, cancer at the door, but I can leave my attitude. I can leave my getting upset. I can leave a lot of myself behind. I think really when you think about life, what it's about with any experience you have this year, next year, years to come is putting to death your ego and the self and how you think about yourself. And it's learning how to use the gifts you have to love others. And what's cool about the platform that we've been on with Twitter, even though it's not the best thing ever, even though there's a lot of things that are wrong with it, I will say I'm grateful that it has allowed me to experience friendship with people and relationships with people. I'm going to take this bullshit off, by the way. I'm just waiting for the ball to drop. So let's get this bullshit.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, fuck that shit. No, I don't know who that is. I'm just not trying to listen to somebody saying or anything. No, I'm talking right now. So anybody else who's kind of in my way is bullshit. And that's kind of me, honestly. If you want to get down to it, is that when it's my turn to talk, shut the fuck up nicely. And I'll listen to you. You listen to me. I'll give you everything I have, and I'll listen to you and give you everything I have. But don't interrupt me. And I mean, in the context of this, it's fine. But I'll be singing on my show right now, like that. But anyway,
I'll interrupt you anytime I want, and
I'll accept it. I'll take it like a bad boy. Here's the cool thing about it is that nobody fucks with me, bro, except for you, and I appreciate that. And that's one of the cool things about you is that. They don't know how to fuck with me the right way, and people are afraid of my personality instead of engaging with it, and it's like why are you going to dance with that tornado? Well, because it's fun, and I'm a tornado too, and so it's great to meet another tornado because when I throw things at you, you throw them right back, and that's exactly what I've been looking for. I'm trying to see who wants to play for a long time, and so I'm so grateful that you wanted to play this year. And you've done amazing, man. Like you have crushed DFS, like literally crushed DFS, made me money. Here's the thing. I tell stories about listening to, Scott Barrett and picking up that one little Higbee play. And then I talk about, how I listened to and this is in week 2. And I listened to, Pete Davidson podcast talking about Jordan Reed. Well, what I didn't say was that I read Bo's article on my website and I put it up and I read his whole thing. And the backbone of my team was a Kirk Cousins stack that Bo had mentioned in his writing earlier. And so all of it is not me. That's just so silly. It's us. It's me and Bo, and so I can't even acclaim Bo even more, man. He is the man. He is the man. So
we've had a very good year for DFS. I mean, cash games, like you mentioned, my head-to-head record. Cash games are at 14. Cash is out of 16 weeks, and we're gonna make it 15 out of 17. My tournaments, mild wins, slightly above even. I'll take that.
Yeah. No, I love it. Where are we at?
Less than a minute. We got less than a minute.
All right, let's screen a little share then. I'm not gonna lie to you, Bo. They're kicking in. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's all good. Let's see where we're at, and we'll unmute these bitches. Let's see what they're gonna do.
Go, Addison. Yeah.
2020. Fuck you. Sorry, Bo.
Bye.
Bye. It's sponsored by Kia. Holy fuck, I knew it. Kia's like, no, get our names away from 2020. No, who wants to sponsor the death clock? Kia did.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, Scott. I got about 3 hours left.
It's not that great, I gotta tell you. It's not. My hemorrhoids killing me. It's not good. 2021 sucks. It's bit my lip.
From the future.
Oh, fuck! I just shit myself. 2021. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. It's fine.
All right, let's wrap this baby up.
Oh, look, there's an old person dancing with a black person.
Classic.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, Bo, I appreciate you, brother. 2020 really has taught me to fade the noise and fuck New York. No offense. I'm not New York. 2020, love you, man. You're the best thing that came out of 2020 for me by far. So
yeah, I can say the same thing about you and your the opportunity you've given me to use the platform that you've given me to help people out and to help myself out. It's made me a better person. I've become a better writer because of the platform you've given me. And it's something I'll appreciate for the rest of my life, and I'll continue to get better. That's my pledge to you as the site holder, the nimblewnumbers.com guy. You are the nimble guy that put this all together, and that's my pledge for 2021 is to make it even better.
I appreciate that, and we've got our guy Brad, who is jumping in here as well. He's been with us the whole year. We appreciate Brad so much. Shout out. Bo is always jumping into my Fantasy Millionaire show. Brad is the same, like over here.
Duff Man. Oh, yeah.
Big Brad Duff 9. I love him. Appreciate you all, guys. Amazing. Looking forward to many more podcasts. Yeah, we love you. And listen, here's the thing. Me and Bo, we don't know what we're going to do for 2021 yet in the off season. We're still going to talk. We've got a lot of things that are potentially brewing and stewing, and we understand the market is in need of us. So we got somebody special there. You got a New Year lady there, Bo?
What's that?
You got a New Year lady over there?
Yeah, she's playing with some kind of foam toy that appears to be ripped. I'm not sure. I'm going to investigate though.
You know what? Fatherhood call.
Yep.
Love you, Bo, and love your family. I pray that you guys all have a blessed 2021. And I'll see you tomorrow, I'm sure.
Yep. Likewise. Same to the Simpson family out there.
And Brad, God bless you too, sir.
To everyone out there watching, listening in 2021 or back in 2020 with me in the past. Thank you for tuning in to a special edition of Fast Hard Finish. I'm Bo McBigtime. That's Scott Simpson, Nimble W Numbers. We love y'all.
Yeah, and hope finish fast and hard tonight.
We're gonna have a special week 17 on Saturday night, I believe. Last kickoff Sunday of the year, other than playoffs, which I'm not sure about. But for week 17, it's a big week, so we're gonna send off the regular season in style Saturday night.
Gonna crush it. I love it. See you guys on the next real Fast Hard Finish on Saturday.